Which character stood out to you the most other than Joseph, and
Stood out to me the
why?
most.
Which character stood out to you the most, and why? I feel like you may have already answered it.
Tamar?
Yeah, that's what I'm.
I don't know if she stood out to me the most. I
Oh,
like
okay.
Tamar.
Okay.
I kind of want to say Jacob because Jacob.
I love this.
Jacob. I think you said in one of the episodes he was the most consistent.
Yeah.
He stood on I have a favorite. He stood on I can't stand these other kids.
Yes,
he stood on like I love my grandbabies though.
Yeah.
The rest of y'all, I don't know about y'all. True. Benji, last resort. Like
right.
I'd take you if I have to, but when Joseph came back, he was like, actually, I didn't actually mean it. I didn't mean it.
Yes. Benjamin coming up to him, he's like,
no hugs for you anymore. And then Benji ended up being like when they were doing the what he's gonna be, I was like, dang, he ended up being like a fighter. Yeah. And I'm like, but I thought he was sheltered. He wasn't really. He was sheltered for the years that maybe Joseph was gone. But in the beginning and in the end, that man was fighting for himself. Like, it's just you.
Finally had to stir fry for himself.
Yeah. Oh, but Benjamin, I think, held his own too.
Yeah, he did.
But yeah, Jacob was very consistent.
Stood out to you. Okay.
I'm going to say Judah.
Really?
Because I can appreciate the change, like the change in his character. Like, I think that sometimes it takes something like that to, and I don't know 100% if I would say it humbled him. I think so, though. The whole situation with Tamar. I think it took that for him to step up to be the leader that he became. Mm-hmm. And being that he wasn't even the second son or the third son, like it's like he saw where there was lack and he filled the role and he did it so well and without a thought. He even was willing to sacrifice himself for Benjamin. So I can appreciate the turn of events for him. I was like grossed out by him in 38, truly, like, and I was really over him as a character. And then I did a little bit of reading on him, one of the books I had for my grandma, and I just was like, as a person, like, you know. But he displayed firstborn characteristics, and like I was reading a little bit of commentary about it, and they were saying that like what the roles are of a firstborn were kind of divided amongst the brothers, which is like. But the one piece that Judah got was leadership. And you can see that throughout the story of Joseph. And I'm not sure if you can see that in other books of the Bible. I'm curious. I would have to do some more reading to see.
Yeah, I can't see. Yeah, I can't think of anything off the top of my head where you'd see that talked about. For Judah in terms of leadership. So
well, it just is interesting that like he didn't have to be told. He just did.
He just did it.
He acted because again he saw the lack and he filled the hole. And I just Reuben, you know, I would have expected that to be his thing, but he just like his dad said, he was unstable and obviously not fit for the position.
Water.
But I can appreciate that, and it's admirable to see how he helped lead the brothers up until this point. So I think he was my favorite.
Okay.
I think he's good too because he allows people to see that you don't have to come in already being the best. Like you can grow. It's okay to change.
Yeah.
Because like you said, it's kind of terrible in the beginning. Yeah. But at the end it's like, oh, okay, you changed. You actually changed. So it's hope for people who you might look at and be like,
especially because Joseph, I felt like, was trying to see if there was change in his brothers, like as a whole, like trying to assess if if they're doing better now than they were doing when they sold him. And I think we're not able to see all of the brothers and what they're doing in the time the time between then and now. But Judah, fortunately, we are able to see his step-by-step development and his growth. So that it gave me hope. Like at least you can say that you have growth in at least one brother.
Yeah, cool. For me, it was Reuben.
What?
Because he gave me the ick.
Oh.
So he stood out to you because of that.
Yeah, I just felt like he wasn't doing all the things that he should have been doing.
True.
Just felt like if he wanted to help and do what was right for Joseph, then he should have did it.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt that he was really, I mean, this is really, really just a feeling, but I still can't get over the take my kids thing, right? I mean, to me, it just feels disingenuous. If anything, be like Judah and offer yourself.
Yeah.
Don't offer your kids. Why are you bringing them into it?
Yeah.
What do they have to do with it?
Right.
The more I think about it, it's like, yeah. So, like I said, he gave me the ick. That's why he stood out.